Why your child's developmental milestones matter. In our office, we use what we call the developmental triangle, and as with any good triangle or hierarchy, everything up above is dependent upon what's below. And the first developmental milestones for your child are always three things that are pretty important and sometimes stinky: eating, sleeping, then of course they wake up and pooping. This is in the newborn stage, and they have to happen in this order: eating, sleeping, and pooping. And if we can do this successfully, then we get to move on to the next stage in early infancy. In early infancy, the first control is head control. And then from head control, we use our hands to push ourselves up. This leads into sitting up, unassisted, and finally rolling over. From early infancy on to, again, if this can happen in this order and successfully, then we move into late infancy. We must crawl, we must walk, and then we talk. And again, this can only be accomplished if first these are accomplished, and those are going to be accomplished if first these are accomplished. So if later infancy, crawling, walking, talking, in that order is accomplished, we move on to the biggest. I purposefully left this as big as it is. No, I didn't, but it worked out well that way. Big brain stuff. Big brain stuff is social and emotional regulation. Fine motor skills, taking all of this stuff and fine tuning it. Now we add some speed to it. Now we add some coordination to it, some balance. We run, we jump, we can throw, we can stack, we can color inside the lines instead of outside the lines. When it comes to the stages of development, the timing of the development isn't nearly as important as the order of development. To determine how to get your child unstuck, we must know where at in the hierarchy they are stuck. Each level of this pyramid correlates to a level of our neuro-spinal system. First one being our cervical region, second one being the thoracic region, and finally the third one being our lumbar region. So if you've got a kiddo that's stuck with any of these movements, any of these patterns, you call us. We'll do an inside scan. We'll see where the tension is. We'll lay out a series of adjustments to release that tension, to get that pattern back on the right track, so that down the road, we can celebrate these big brain movements, these social connections, this emotional regulation, this fine motor skills, so that your child can flourish and thrive and turn into a mature, happy, healthy, young adult. If this is your kiddo, reach out. We know you've got questions, we've got answers, we know we can help.